Infinite Creators. In this video, we're going to be talking about dimensions, hauntings, and ghosts. Oh my. Welcome back, and if this is your first time here, I'm Ariana and I'm a hypnotherapist and past life regressionist, and I help you dive deep into the powers of your mind to expand your consciousness and achieve self-prosperity. Now, if you're as curious as I am, I've always wondered what's the deal with hauntings and ghosts and how do they tie into your dimensions of consciousness. So I have 2 session clips that I'm going to share with you, both circulating around this same topic. The first session you will see is Abbey, which if you've been following this series, you already are familiar with her. If you're not, I'll link the first video up here in the cards for you to check out. The second session is Nikki, which I introduced in my last video, where we talked about portals being attached to people, which you can also see right up here. And I'll link all these videos for you in the description as well if you want to check them out later. So let's get right into these 2 sessions about dimensions, hauntings, and other beings.
So, Abby wanted to know how many realms or dimensions exist.
A lot.
She also wanted to know if you could explain how it works. If you can explain it to her, how it works in a high level, in a way she can understand and share.
Many dimensions always keep growing. You only can see where you are at until you open portal, we say, like you did. You feel you are ready. You rise. You see below. You awaken, and you keep repeating. It's the layer of consciousness. Those are the real portal or dimensions.
So there's layers upon layers upon layers?
Yes, many.
And as you go up in consciousness, you can see all around?
Yes.
Now, as you go up in consciousness, can you see above to the next level?
No.
Or can you only see below?
Only below, but you know there's above.
Mm-hmm. So you can feel that it exists, but you can't see from that point.
You're always connected to exist. You know it exists, but below you see, and you learn where you're at. You learn in your current dimension. You elevated from the one you came from, and you know there's one to go still, and many more. And you keep repeating that. That's growth.
Okay. Now are there other beings in this on other dimensions?
Many beings. Beings means alive, awareness, thought, love, compassion. Yes.
So are there extraterrestrials in these other dimensions?
Yes, there's life. There's too many labels here: alien, extraterrestrial, all this stuff. But you just need to know we're not alone. We all need the same thing: love.
Okay, so when people pass away or they transition, they go into a different dimension. Is that right?
Yes.
And do they linger in this dimension?
It depends. Some people go to dimension you come from. We all come from same place. We all go back to same place.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we are one. Some people, they get stuck. Yes, there's something still that needs to be completed. Everybody else on the collective consciousness to keep on their path. But what one person, it affects everybody. So for those who get stuck, they need to finish something.
So that's why they stay here.
Yes, there is still work to do. That is sometimes where we feel this energy with everybody. It's also to help those that are stuck.
And why is it that some people experience hauntings with different spirits or entities?
Sometimes it is like a lesson for both the alive and the person who is not alive.
Mm-hmm.
The person alive is also haunted by something that they need to complete and learn. That is also how we help the people who are stuck be unstuck. Lessons in life, the person who is alive, when they can learn that lesson as well, it helps free.
So when they learn the lesson, the entity or the being will no longer need to be there?
Correct. The person who is the entity relies on the living person they haunt. It is the same haunting if they can both free each other.
Interesting.
There are different things at different times, depending on whether or not she's astral projecting.
So there was an instance where she felt them crawling her back. What were those?
Attracted to her energy. So she's astral projecting without being aware, and during the projections in the fourth dimension, there's other beings. They see her. She doesn't realize they see her, and they're attracted to her light. They're not afraid of her light. They want some. They miss the light. They don't know how to have it by themselves on their own, and she looks tasty in that way, so they just want to ride that light.
Is that something she should be concerned about or protect herself from? Are they not?
They can't really hurt her, but it's always best to shield, because you can be drained of your light, and not completely. Nothing can ever remove it from you, but it's like if you give it all away, you will be exhausted and you will be on a lower vibration than your signature vibration.
So when I heard Nikki's higher self talk about seeing her as tasty, the words light snack came to mind. Get it? Because she's a being of light. That's a little dad joke humor, spiritual dad joke humor. It's important to have a sense of humor because it raises your vibration quickly. So stay tuned, High Vibe Tribe, to the next video where we talk about what is happening with humanity right now and all the shifts and some new Earth stuff. Click these videos if you want to see more conversations with the higher self and self-prosperity. Until next time, Infinite Creators, wishing you all abundance, love, and prosperity.